Hey, what is going on, guys? TalkNorwichCity here, back for another video. I hope you guys are doing really well. Today I'm back for a really exciting video. Me and Fantasy Bet, a website, fantasy football website, have teamed up to offer you guys a fantastic chance to win a Norwich shirt and also some real cash. So let me explain how you do it. So as I said, Fantasy Bet is a fantasy football website, but not only do they do the Premier League, they do the Championship. There's not many fantasy football websites like this, and especially there's no Championship ones where you can win real money and also Norwich City shirts. So Fantasy Bet came to me and they were like, Jack, do you think your subscribers would like to win some prizes and also play some fantasy football? Now I know you guys love fantasy football, and I know you guys also love the Championship, so what better way to do it than have a little Championship fantasy football league, and the top dogs, the people at the top of the league, win some prizes. Let's get into my team, shall we? So in goal for me, I'm going for Brighton's keeper, David Stockdale. Solid shot stopper, can get down well. Brighton keep a lot of clean sheets, so I'm sure he's going to get a lot of points. I'm also going with two Brighton defenders in my defensive line, Lewis Dunk and also, is it Bruno Salter, whatever his name is. Both of them good players, might chip in with some goals this season, and also going to keep clean sheets, so that's good. Next to them, Lascelles from Newcastle. Once again, Newcastle keeping a lot of clean sheets. Fan favourite, he's sure to get some points. And then I had to sneak a Norwich player in there, so I've gone with Ivo Pinto. I think he's going to be back for this weekend's game. The good thing with Pinto is it not only does, well, he might get a few clean sheets, he's got assists in him and he's got a few goals in him. He loves bombing up, so he might get some assist points and also goal points. Moving on to the midfield, I'm playing with a 4-4-2. Going to go with John Joe Shelby. Always gets assists, always gets a few goals. And he's a good player, so I've stuck him in there. Next to him is Wes Hoolahan. He loves assists, he loves goals, much like John Joe. Fantastic player, plays week in, week out for Norwich, so he's definitely going in there. And we need some representation for Norwich. He's also my vice captain. Next to him, Matt Ritchie. Haven't seen much of Matt Ritchie this season, but he's a good player, I know that. And in a Newcastle's team that at the moment can't be stopped, I thought that would be a good choice. Next to him is Gallagher for Preston. They've got a big game this weekend against Rotherham. Rotherham are bottom in the league. Preston are doing pretty well this season. Gallagher's a good player. It was a win-win situation for me. And then the two forwards, going with Tammy Abraham, the youngster for Bristol City, who just can't stop scoring at the moment. Made him my captain. They've got a home game this weekend, so I'm sure he'll get a goal. Next to him, my favourite man, Cameron Jerome. He's gone in there. I think he might get a goal this weekend. So that is actually a decent little 4-4-2 team. There's my subs bench. I've got Christie, Grigg, David Davis and also Ali Al-Habsi on the bench. And that leaves me with a grand total of 0 in the bank. So let me talk about how you enter this league, shall we? So Fantasy Bet have basically set up a Talk Norwich City free roll, which means it's free to enter. There's 50 quid in the cash bank, and the top player from this week gets a Norwich City shirt plus a share of the cash as well. So brilliant, brilliant stuff. The difference is with Fantasy Bet, which I really like, is that it's a week on week. So basically, this Saturday's fixtures, from the early kickoff to the late kickoff, they're the only games that count. This isn't a season-long thing. This isn't a monthly-long thing, which is great because I always forget to update my team. So Fantasy Bet were like, Jack, no, we know what you like. We know what you like. We know you're a bit forgetful. All you've got to do, enter your team before the early kickoff on the Saturday, and then it'll all be done, and you'll be able to see how you get on by the Saturday evening. I was like, Fantasy Bet, that is an absolutely brilliant idea, and I know a lot of you guys will love it too. So I've left the link to this Fantasy Bet free roll down in the description below. Basically, click through to that, make yourself an account. Once you've got an account, click on that link again. So once you've got it, you'll see the Talk Norwich City free roll. You've got your account. All you've got to do then is pick your team. You get £100 million to spend, virtual £100 million. You don't get £100 million. Not quite there just yet. And then you submit your team. You've got to have done that before the early kickoff on the Saturday. The game finishes on this Saturday evening. If you've done really well, Fantasy Bet will get in touch with you and you might be able to claim some prizes. So a big thanks to Fantasy Bet, and I hope you guys really enjoy this. So as I said, a massive thank you to Fantasy Bet for making this possible. I just think it's a really good little website. Not many Championship fantasy leagues out there, and this one is a really good one. And as well as that, you guys can win some prizes. So click the link in the description, go and make an account, and then make your team in the Talk Norwich City League, and I challenge you to this weekend's game. Thank you very much for watching, and see you later.